And Jared, seeing Matt Burrows without a shirt on, maybe quite alarmed. Oh, 2 weeks ago then, they played bad versus Spider-Verse. AJ Hutchinson to serve, going for his wide cut serve. Digging the get up, gets a nice angle on that. They're going to keep it alive somehow. Jerm goes for the backhand. And that is a great way for Thick Burger to start. This is such a weird camera angle. I feel like it's so close and like it's not like even in the middle. Good drop there by AJ. Matthews all over. Hits with his right. A good up by Matthew Denna. Can AJ get the set? And sadly cannot. And that's going to be a point for WySpike Defenestration. Some fakes by Matthew Denna. Goes for his left. And hits the rim. A nice little flingo by Matthew Denna. And that's going to be a double fault. Jeremiah Porter to serve now. And that's going to be a big fat rim by Jerm. Kind of a slow start here other than the ace from AJ. Going to lift that up. Matthew's going to opt to play it. A good set by Jerm. He's going to wrap it with his left. A good touch by Matthew Denna. Kind of gets lost there. I think AJ was moving back further for that. I guess something to note is y'all are both kind of covering the same spot. You know, AJ went here and you also went there. So, definitely something y'all need to work out on defense. Rather y'all both be there than no one, though. So, Matthew opts the drop. AJ gets a good touch on it. It's a little bit off net, but AJ's not going to be able to get it on. Maybe some dispute as to whether it rolled up or not. It looked pretty rimmed to me. They're going to opt to replay it. Bruh. This guy. Good up by AJ. A good set by Matthew. AJ hits right into Matthew's defense, though. That's going to be a right-handed push by Matthew for WySpike Defenestration to hit the point. What a legend. That's funny. Jerry, I feel like anything Matthew does, you'll say he's a legend. I feel like he could like poop on the ground and you'll be like, oh my gosh, do you see that? A good up by Matthew. Oh, AJ can't get underneath the ball enough. And that's a point for Defenestration. Matthew Sir goes for a few fakes. Hits a hard right. It's not going to land on the net, though. Gets a nice left there. And that's a point for Defenestration. A good up by Matthews. Kind of far off for AJ. Tries to put it on. And that's a point for Defenestration. Oh my goodness. Just hit the crud out of my table. 7-3 now. Defenestration taking an early lead here. Disgusting lefty cut by Matthew Burrows. I don't believe it was a lip. Wow. That's ridiculous. Maybe caught a little off guard considering I don't believe there's a single lefty in the North Conference other than Matthew. He's firing away pretty hard with those serves too. Because not only do they not have practice versus lefty serves, but Matthew's also just a good lefty in general. Good push and a good touch by Matthew Denna, but it's going to be a point for defenestration. Good serve by Germ. And a great set by Matthew Denna. Germ gets the hip up, and Matthew tries to put it on, and sadly, it's not going to be close enough to the net for Germ to make a play on it. A great up by Matthew, and the great adjustment by Matthew Burrows to get there as well. And that's going to lip up. Yeah. Agreed there. Seeing a bit of a serve volley game here. Another strong lefty into the body of Matthew Denna. I'll opt to replay it, I believe. Nope, never mind. He took second, not first. Great serve, but a great touch by Matthew, and Germ makes a terrible set. I think wasn't really shifted towards the net. He was kind of angling his hand towards his face. And that's going to hit a rim there for Matthew Denna. Point for WySpike Defenestration. Good attempt at a push by Germ. Feel like someone who's trying to regain his confidence after playing Spider-Verse 2 weeks ago. Didn't really land many serves there. Gets a good one there, the right side of Matthew. Defenestration playing very much like a serve ball team right now. Getting lots of aces against A1 Thick and Hearty Burger. Germ to serve. Gets a nice step out jam, but AJ gets a good hold of it. Pushes it right into Matthew. Matthew could have had his hands up there. I believe he was trying to go for the long, but ends up running into the ball. Germ looking to play it, but he said he don't want it. Yeah, I don't think I would play that either. I would trust the serve receive. AJ's looking swole. What the heck? Has that guy been working out? Good up by Germ. Oh, the bad set by Matthew, but Germ's going to still work with it. He got that on, right? Jeez, he actually got that on. Well done, Germ. I don't know how Germ being so short can get a nice tweener on that ball. Goes for the step out righty. That's going to be a double fault and a point for A1 Thick Burger. Matthew Denna to serve at 9-13. Goes for a few fakes. Goes for the flingo drop. And he gets it. Lands in that beautiful front pocket. Just enough to get Matthew Burrows off guard. Gets that one on. Germ's going to opt to play it. Goes for a nice wrap. Very, very high. I think something that A1 Thick Burger is going to have to find out early is that Germ is a high hitter, but he hits far. So they're either going to have to cut it off the hit pretty early close to the net by roofing the ball, or they're going to have to run pretty far and keep one person kind of in the middle or short. He does wrap the ball a lot. Spoiler alert, we don't learn. Well, yeah, one thing about round net is just you have to learn your opponent very early on and capitalize on it as you go throughout the game. And honestly, the first game is pretty crucial for learning that. You know, being able to analyze what is going on, what are they doing that's outbesting us, and then being able to refocus as you go into game 2. It's going to hit a hard rim. Was that not a rim? It looked like a rim. I think that was dead rimmed, was it not? Oh, it just hit really hard. Okay. Shoot. Well, dang. He painted a good line there. Yeah, it was definitely clean. I saw it too. It just, the way it hit, it made a sound. And then from my angle, like where it bounced, boom. Nate and Jared, shut up. I like it though. We have a true fan here. Matt doesn't miss on his serves. A good little jam by Matthew, but Burrows gets a good touch on it. I believe AJ was there, but sadly doesn't put it up. Matt doesn't miss the serves. The net misses his serves. I like Germs going for his lefty. Definitely something I was really curious about defenestration because, you know, Germ is pretty good with his left hand. So I'm very curious about how they're able to kind of go more ambidextrous and keep the receiver on their toes. Definitely something that makes them a deadly combination of a team. Good little flick by Germ there. I think Matthew and AJ discussing their defense a little bit more to cover their holes. Strong lefty that's going to hit back lip. And there's going to be a miss serve by Matthew Burrows. Matthew Deno with a nice fuego. Going to be off the net by Matt Burrows, and he's going to get that on. A great save by Jeremiah Porter, giving Matthew Burrows the opportunity to kill that shot. That's funny. I think A1 Thick and Hearty Burger could have done a better job of moving further away from Matt Deno should have moved further from the net. AJ should have moved close to the net. I think they thought the point was over, but it was kept alive, so need to play until it hits the ground. Good opportunity for them. Wraps it into Matthew, and sadly not going to be a play for Germ. Point for Thick Burger. 5'9", going for that cut a little bit. Seems to be getting too... I don't know how AJ hits his serve. It looks like he's coming underneath it, but it's not going over the net like it does. And that's going to be an ace from Matthew. Got so many aces in that game. 21-15 in favor of Defenestration. Going to move on to game 2. Honestly, the only thing I could critique is the serve receive of Matthew Denna and AJ. They need a cushion. They're keeping their hands further out, and then it's just jamming, hitting their hand, and then just popping right off. I think they need to take a little step back and then ease it into their body to receive the serve. Series 1, Game 2. We're going to reset right here. What about Germ, Jared? Germ's holding his own. And no, I will be the first to say that serve receive is not fine. Because it was not just Matthew that got aced by. Matthew Bros to serve. A body up by Matthew Denna. Somehow gets it on. That's going to be a point for Thick Burger. Matthew Denna, I don't know how to say this, but somehow your body receive is better than your hand receive. Good drop by Matthew. Needs to move. Good movement. That's good movement, but AJ has to fill a little bit sooner. He kind of waited there. And that's not a likely shot that they're going to do. Good up. Great play by Thick Burger. Decent up, the decent set, and a quick put away by AJ Hutchinson. That's going to be a point for defenestration at 3-2. With Matthew Bros to serve to Matthew Denna. Fun fact, there are 4 mats in the Gold League. A good left-hand receive. Sadly, not going to be able to get under it. That's going to be a point for Matt Burrows. Gets a couple of fakes here and there. Goes to the drop. AJ's all over it, though. And the good wrap for the kill. Thick and Hearty Burger gets the 3-4 point. For those of you just now joining our stream, welcome to you. This is Series 1, Game 2. Defenestration took the first one pretty handedly with their powerful serves, but Thick and Hearty Burger are staying with it in this game. Comes over the ball with a nice push, goes on to, and that is definitely something that I feel like, I mean, obviously a lot of people already struggle with it, but I feel like a lot of the higher level teams in this Gold League are hitting on 2 a lot and catching the defense off guard. Just got to recognize when the wind-up is happening and take off. Germ to serve at 5-3. Gets a nice push. Matthew Denna gets a good touch on it. He goes pretty high, and AJ's not able to figure it out. Needed to bend as the ball is coming down and cushion it. But that is a hard set to make. Especially when it's coming very high, has a lot of velocity on it. AJ to serve 4-6. Gets a nice low serve. Germ gets a good touch on it. He's going to flick it past AJ, and that's going to be a point for defenestration. Honestly, Germ hitting really well. Usually makes a lot of whiffs, but he's playing pretty crisp. Another ace by Matthew Burrows hitting it into the body of Matthew Denna. Good call for a timeout there. Recollect thoughts as well. Actually, not even timing out. Never mind. They were just ball shagging. My bad. Good up by AJ. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 put away by Defenestration. At 9-4, Matthew Burrows still serving here. A very streaky person to play against when he's getting his serves on. Opts for the drop. Keeps Thick Burger on their toes there. Love that he's utilizing so many different types of serves. That's going to be called a lip. Good up by Matthew Burrows. It's going to be a high set. AJ takes off, but it's going to go over him, and that's going to be a point for WySpike Defenestration. A great ace by Germ. Defenestration just firing away as if they're defenestrating their opponents. Good serve by AJ. Matthew gets a good hold of it though. That's going to be a flick off the net. I think AJ could have gotten that. He was definitely playing short on that point, so he should have been able to get there. Good lefty up by AJ. It's going to be a little high. Burrows barely missing the defensive play on that ball, and that's going to be a point for Thick Burger. Matthew opting for the flingo. Burrows is going to hit on two. AJ makes the layout, but sadly can't get there. Should be a rotation. Yeah. Germ opting for that lefty. Almost gets a really good serve on. Getting a lot of angle when he's swinging. Oh, excuse me. 8-13 here. A good serve by AJ. And the offset by Germ. Matthew's not going to be able to put it on. Taking a good break there. Definitely need to close the gap at 4 points right now. With AJ Hutchinson to serve against Jeremiah Porter. Another great serve, but Jerm gets a good handle on it. He's going to put it away. AJ gets a touch on there. And sadly, Matthew Denna is not going to be able to get that set. Definitely went towards the ball and kind of tapped it the last second. Needs to cushion the ball and guide it. But great defense by Thick Burger. Trying to opt to get the drop there by Burrows. I don't know if he faked there or what. Another ace there by Matthew Burrows. Really racking them up in this game. And gets the rim there. 10-14, Thick Burger to serve with Matthew Denna. looking to make some plays here. Really struggling to make a comeback. Gets over the ball. A bad touch by Germ. He's going to try to make a backhand play on it. It's going to roll up. Matthew Deno looking lost. Burrows gets a touch on that. Going to hit it off the net. And that's going to be a point for A1 Thick and Hearty Burger. This man pulled a whole 360 trying to get that ball. Good up by Matthew Burrows. He's going to wrap it with his left. And that's going to be a point for defenestration. Germ Porter to serve. He's going to lip up. Ah, should have played that. Definitely against two people that are serving pretty well. Play those. Hard serve by Germ. It's going to be a nice low set. And the easy put away by AJ Hutchinson. A good adjustment by both players. It's going to lip up. A low serve by AJ. I believe it's going to be called clean. Which I thought it was clean too. And I know last game I told him to drop less, but I feel like this game he isn't dropping much. He needs to drop every now and then to keep the serve receivers on their toes. Would love to see one there. But he's going to go for a push, and that's going to be a point for defenestration. Good up by AJ. The good set by Matthew. He tries to push it, but barely nicks the rim. And that's a point for defenestration. Oh, he touched the set. That's going to lip up. Good attempt at a drop there, and he actually gets it on. I thought they were going to call pocket. I don't think there was a pocket, but I thought that's what they called. Burrow's really keeping their serve receivers on their toes. Definitely has a huge arsenal of serves there. Honestly, I don't know if Colton Mowry and Matthew Burrows both have so many serves to play against. Very hard to serve receive. Good drop by Matthew Deno. He's going to get it. Making an attempt to close out the gap here. Maybe he doesn't get it. Never mind. I cannot see. I'm literally looking at the game and I'm calling the wrong stuff. This is why I can't observe. A good on by Matthew Deno. It's going to be off the net. Germ tries to put it on. But that's a point for Thick Burger. Matthew Deno to serve. Hits it too much away, and that's going to be a rim and a point for defenestration. Jeremiah Porter looking to close out this match for Series 1. Goes for his classic twirl fake into the right hand. He will never hit a lefty there. He wants you to think he's going to hit lefty, but he never does. And that's going to be a rim. He also never hits that serve on. German, if you're watching, I love you. And that's going to be a rim by A.J. Hutchinson. A good up by Jeremiah Porter. And the easy 1-2-3 put away for Defenestration to take Series 1 at 21-16. And this is going to be Series 2, Game 1, our last game of the night because we lost the other ones due to overheating of the phone. But I have enjoyed my time tonight being able to commentate and interact with y'all. Burrows. I'm not trying to spoil that y'all beat him in 4. Gosh. Now they know. Well, yes. Wait. Wait, did y'all lose again? I thought it was a 4-0 sweep. Uh-oh, it's lagging a little bit. AJ to serve here. Jerem with the good up. Gets a good backhand. Matthew Dennis there, though. AJ sadly can't make the play. A little bit out of position. Could have moved in a little bit more to get time for that ball. That's going to be a point for defenestration. Matthew Burrows to serve. It's a nice hard lefty serve. AJ keeps it alive. Sadly, it's going to be too off net from Denna to play with. Hard left serve by Matthew Burrows. Denna and AJ really still trying to figure it out. Good up by AJ. Decent set by Matthew, and that's going to be a put away. Hey, he's been working out, Jared. I think AJ has too, though. He's looking pretty swole. Matthew to serve, does a little twirl with his hand. They're going to opt to play it. Jerem hits it far. AJ's there. Dana with the set. Can't get it to the net, and that's going to be a point for defenestration. Oh, does he really? Bro, that's some Hajime no Ippo stuff. I don't know if y'all watch anime, but he worked on a fishing boat, and he became a great boxer because of it. Good up by AJ. Sadly not going to be put on, but a great attempt by Thick Burger. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, dude. He's getting them construction muscles from lifting stuff and building stuff. Man, I need to get a job like that. Or I just get swole while also making money. Like, I should become a pro round net player. And that's a point for Thick Burger. AJ attempting a very wide cut serve. Good up by Germ, and Matthew goes for the on-two. AJ's there, though. Dena tries to put it up. It's going to be a point for defenestration. Burrows to serve at 5-2, hits a drop. Matthews all over it, though. Goes for the 1-2-3, and he's going to hit over Germ for Thick Burger to receive the point at 3-5. Dennis serving against Burrows here. Maybe opting for a Fuengo. Matthew gets the up, though. That's going to be easy 1-2-3 for defenestration. Definitely like the choice to hit a Fuengo there. Oh, a great serve by Germ. I think out of both hands, Matthew Burrows' worst hand to serve receive with is his left because he may be a lefty player, but he's not used to receiving lefty hits because there aren't many lefties in Texas other than himself and Dylan and then Jared. And then Ryan Kinfield, but we don't see him that much. So the Fuego is a good call against Matthew Burrows. Good up by Adena. AJ with a great set, and Matthew barely swings and misses. Yeah, I mean, that's what... I'm pretty sure I've heard Matthew say that, and I've seen it, like, whenever I serve backhand to him. Whenever my backhand gets on, I think it gives him a little bit of trouble compared to my right. Because, I mean, people are used to serve receiving y'all because you're lefty, but you don't have anyone to lefty receive against. Germ to serve at 9-3, I believe. Goes for a fake, and then I think he accidentally tosses or something there. Goes over the line. It's going to be 4-9. Thick Burger to serve against Defenestration. A nice push by AJ. Looked a little bit like a carry by Matthew. Don't think they're going to call it. Want to see that one more time. Kind of popped it up. I could see a carry call there. Point dot defenestration. I mean, he kind of did this, but I don't know. Usually that's a carry call. Burrows to serve here, looking to widen the lead, but he doesn't. It's going to be Thick Burger at 5-10. Looking to narrow the gap here as Defenestration has taken an early lead here. Good little lefty from Dena. With Germ, I would do a jam. Good attempt at a jam. Germ honestly lining up pretty well for that jam. Definitely recognizes it's coming. Backs up a little bit. Cushions his right arm as he's backing away. I love the stance for that serve receive, Germ. Very well done. Maybe could have kept his hand a little bit closer to his body. But honestly, would have gotten a good touch if it went on. Germ with the serve, and it's going to be a lobster trap. Point for Thick Burger. AJ Hutchinson to serve against Matthew Burrows here. Goes for a weird fake. Throws Matthew Burrows a little bit off guard there as Germ tries to make up for it. What the heck was that? Kind of twirls it around his hand. And you can just see how mesmerized Burrows is right here. What? He's like, what? Gets a good touch on it though, honestly. But I think it did make him aghast for a little bit. Honestly, really good serve by AJ there. Not just the fake, but the fact that he put it on and it had really good speed. And that's going to nick the rim. Point for Defenestration with Matthew Burrows to serve. Dennis goes for some fakes. Burrows is going to opt to play it, but he said he don't want it because the touch is bad. And that's going to be a lobster trap for Denna. German gets a mean serve. Did a lot of power. He just drills that ball into the body of AJ Hutchinson. My goodness. Nice drop there. Matthew Denna slips up, but he gets there. Hits it with his left. Matthew Burrows says he wants it. German with a great set. Burrows puts it on. That's going to be a point for Defenestration. Definitely playing probably the best I've ever seen Defenestration play. They're making plays out there. They're getting aces. Seem very confident in how they're playing, and it's definitely showing in the score. And another jam by Germ. I think they may call side. Okay. I want to see if that was side. Yeah, it was side. Good call by AJ. Only critique for Defenestration, I would say, is their sets have been very off net. Thick Burger, I think y'all could have done a better job of playing off net defense, considering a lot of times their sets were not on net. Y'all could have generated, I guess, more defensive touches on it. But they did smack the crap out of that ball when they did hit off net, so that's a bit trickier. I don't think they've hit short once when they've hit off net, so that's something y'all could have, I guess, adjusted to. And for Defenestration, when you're off net, I mean, I'm a big believer in hitting pretty hard, but if they're very far, then hit it short. Which I guess they adjusted to Thick Burger because, I mean, it's been working. They've been hitting far and they've been getting points all night. A little bit of an air ball by Burrows there, and he gets the point. Yeah, thank you. It should be 15-11 now, because he's on the left. Oh. So 15-13? Oh my goodness. Maybe 15-11. We'll see. Good on by Matthew. Burrows running as he's receiving the ball. This is not something I recommend, y'all. Burrows does a good job at executing it. He runs as he's receiving the ball. Usually not the best thing to do. He does an alright job with it. But he doesn't get the point. I think that's because he's definitely, yeah. He kind of put himself out of position there. Good on by Matthew. It's going to jam Germ, and that's going to be another ace for Matthew Denna. Well, not another ace, but another good serve. Is it 15s? A great serve by Matthew. Really firing away a good push. And that's going to put Thick Burger in the lead at 6-5. Hey, there I am! Oh, there I am, y'all! Guys, that was ball helper. That's so weird to see. I look like a chump. Do you see that twirl? Wait, look at that. Look at that twirl, y'all. Look at this twirl. Watch. Yeet. Okay. Are y'all really? Dang. It's probably maybe 18-5, 18-6. Germ with a great serve, and AJ can't get a good hold of it. If y'all rotate here, it's... I don't know what it is. I don't know how I'm so bad at keeping score for this match. Sorry, I was amused by my appearance. Oh! Wow, why you gotta spoil it? You good. Maybe it's 7-4. Let's go with that. Germ goes for his lefty. It's a mean serve. It's a good little drop there. Germ tries to get it on. Bro, it's so weird. I feel like I'm in Inception right now. Like I'm seeing myself from the past who is also saying hi to me right now in the future. Like, that's crazy. Alright, AJ Hutchinson to serve at 5'8". It's going to look like an ace. Maybe it rolled up. And it's going to be a double fault. Point for defenestration there. Oh. 21-15. So I was off by 2. Sorry, y'all. That's going to be the last game of the night. Because we did not get the fourth one, sadly, because of, what's it called? Because of overheating from the oh, sorry. That's my background. Because of the sun. Anyways, I guess I'm breaking down for the match. Match takeaways, as I like to call them. Overall, defenestration, I think y'all played great. And only thing I would say, thank you so much, Jared. I appreciate that you love the streams as well, and I like being able to do them because, I mean, it's a league, and I want everyone to have their chance to play and stand out, as well as viewers to watch if they want to watch. So I appreciate your viewership as well. Anyways, Matthew and AJ, definitely, I still think y'all need to figure out your defense. A lot of times during this matchup, y'all are going to the same place at the same time, which is good. I'd rather y'all go to the same place at the same time, but it's not effective because it puts you out of position, and it also puts you out of position for, like, your hitting. You know, a lot of times, I mean, there was even one time where, Matthew, you did a 360 trying to look for the ball because AJ got a touch right next to you, and you had no clue where it was at. Ooh, voice crack there. But with that, you know, you just need to be like a pendulum, you know, moving kind of opposite, kind of like a mirror stage, like Burrows and Luke Mowry, because they mirror each other. You know, they work with each other very well. And I think that's something y'all can work on because y'all are both pretty good defenders and y'all are a very defensive team. With that being said, though, if you do get an up, you'll have to set the ball onto the net because y'all sets right now are literally going everywhere all over the place. And if you're a good off-net hitter, it's probably because your setter cannot set you onto the net. And, I mean, honestly, like Matthew Burrows, he did a pretty good job of off-net hitting. Why? Because Germ forced a lot of his hits to be off-net, so he had to. That's not a good thing because that's easy to play defense against. So working on your defense, working on your setting, because if you get good at defense, then you're going to have to get good at setting. And then your serve receive. Serve receive, I don't know. If you have someone near you who's a server, just stand closer to the net, maybe 3 feet away from it, and have them hit serves at you. Or even like a reaction ball throwing against the wall. Whatever it could be. But Gold League is here to like help you. I think you are going to eventually get a hang of returning faster serves. For defenestration, Germ, also working on your setting. I still think you need to work on it. It's definitely going more towards the net, and you definitely hustle a lot, which was awesome because you gave Matthew a lot of opportunities that I don't think he was going to have without it. If you are hitting off net and you recognize that the defense is further off the net, I would opt to put in a few drops there. Great serving from both players. Germ, I think you can get some more consistency on your serves. Matthew, more just consistency in general. I feel like one match you're going to be doing really good at serving, like you did this one, versus Spider-Verse, you did a little bit worse. So, and I think you'll figure that out. I think that just comes with experience. And the more you play, the more comfortable you are with matches, and you just start hitting more bangers and stuff. Other than that, pretty good. I've thoroughly enjoyed this matchup, and honestly, all the matches tonight were really fun to commentate and watch. So I thank you so much for watching.